open poem to my unborn daughter. I told my boyfriend the title of this, and his eyes got really wide, and I was like, no, I'm not pregnant, I promise. An open poem to my unborn daughter. My skin has shown the multicolored fury of the hands of boys with pretty teeth and jagged words. I have skinned my knees on their broken promises. I have drowned in the alcohol on their breath. I have shattered my pelvis in their power struggle so that you will never have to. Because you see, for the past 18 years of my life, I've been preparing for you. I have taken the drunken bar stool beatings that life has given to me so that I can teach you to be stronger than me. So that when you meet these boys, your heart will roar with a ferocity that I have never known, and you will not fall victim to their allure. I will continue to gather everything that I can for you up until the day of your birth, probably 10 years from now. Probably, hopefully. I will continue to sacrifice my body to the heavens so that you will never have to know the lasting impression of filthy fingertips on your skin. Teenage pain is inevitable. You'll be born a girl and you'll be scrutinized for every notch of your DNA. But when you see your body filling with cracks and you think that your nose is foreign to your face and you think that you take up too much mass, I will be there to remind you that you were resurrected with all of the beauty of stardust, that you deserve to grow in health. You will never go to bed at night questioning neither your physical nature nor the contents of your heart, for I will personally battle your insecurities before their metal teeth can gnaw at your bones. I have known my blood to spill from salted wounds. I have known food to be an enemy. I have known the bitter taste of iron that floods your palate just minutes before death in the hopes that you'll never have to. You'll be conceived in love, and love is all you will ever receive. We'll find reasons to scream, of course, because you'll be my daughter, which means that you'll grow to have a reckless soul, a bellowing passion that screams up from your chest, and a rebellious heart that will pump with defiance. But what kind of mother would I be if I let you damage yourself in the way that I did? You see, I'm gathering all of the ways to teach you to be better than I ever could be, and I'm learning all of the proper ways to love that I was never taught within the walls of a classroom or in the confines of my own home. I let cigarettes choke back my tears and alcohol fill me with the warmth that I crave from gentle arms, but I can promise you that my hands will reconstruct you when you collapse and applaud you in all of your victories, no matter how small. I'm so excited to meet you, and I know that you're going to make me so proud. Woo! The storm peaked over the mountains of my hometown in mid-September. The sounds of sirens flooded the streets before the rain even had a chance to fall. I was warned to stay indoors. Avoid its screaming winds. Don't let the downpour burn your skin. You can't argue with the thunder. But by mid-October, the small rain droplets kissed my face so tenderly, and the winds danced through the streets. By November, the sky started to grow darker, and for some reason, I couldn't remember a time when the sunlight provided me with warmth. By December, my skin wasn't thick enough, and the wind shook my skeleton, but I was too prideful to admit to the cold. By January, the wind fell so violently that my skin dyed shades of purple, and my friends couldn't understand why I couldn't just take shelter. By February, the wind crawled up my skirt and tore gashes into my flesh and suffocated my skin, and through a crooked smile, it told me that it loved me. By March, I was drowning. I never learned how to swim despite everyone telling me how important it was. I was treading the water that seeped into my skin and replaced the ferrous in my brains. It took the place of my spinal fluid. It invaded my lungs, and it told me that it would consume me. By April, the flood had passed, and everyone told me it was the storm of the century, and that they had hoped that I'd learned my lesson about trying to tempt nature. But how can it be natural for something to command control of my body, my passion, my character, my virginity? How could it be natural for something to invade the only place that I've ever called a home? Why was I told that it would be foolish to try, but cowardly to leave? Why was it my fault? But by May, even though I didn't think it would, the sunlight returned. It warmed my aching bones, and somehow flowers grew in the cracks along the sidewalk. I don't walk into storms anymore, but instead I find sanctuary in the sunlight. And I think that's finally how I met you.
Wow.